Today we're here at the Barbados Squash Center with Public Relations Officer Jody Smith-Padmore. So Jody, welcome to Tryin Ah Ting.
Thank you.
Right, so Jody, my first question for you is, when did you get into squash?
I was about 11 years old when I started at the National Sports Council. Right, the summer camp. I actually signed up for netball and I was too late, so I missed netball.
Oh.
And the guy at Sports Council was like, well, you could try squash. And I was like, okay, I would try squash. It was my twin sister and myself. We were like, okay, we'll try squash. We came, we won all the tournaments, and we decided to stay with it.
When I just been out tournaments, just like, huh?
But at the camp.
Oh, that was amazing. So you knew what squash was before you were introduced to it?
No.
Right, and that's the case with a lot of people out there in Barbados and everything. So what would you say is your favorite element of squash, like the thing that you get the most joy from?
Well, in my years, I would say that how we're everybody's like a family at squash. You know, everybody looks out for each other and we all take this one path and, you know, similar goals. So everybody comes together most of the time. It's not a big sport, so everybody knows everybody. And yeah, that's what I like about it, that everybody could be a family.
All right, so you mind just breaking down the game of squash briefly in terms of like how it's set up is like, obviously you're playing against a person. Some people think it's outdoors, some people think there's a net involved and stuff. So just to break down some misconceptions of squash.
So you're not wrong when you say squash can be outdoors, because it can be played outdoors. The real definition of squash is a game played with 4 walls. So it can be outdoors, it can be indoors. It's just, as I said, a game played with 4 walls. You use a racket and a ball, and you just have to, you play with an opponent, obviously, and you try your best to get the ball away from the opponent. And that's how you win the points.
Sweet. So in terms of if a person was interested in squash after watching this video and said I want to give squash a try, how would they go about starting the process? You would just visit the association and...
Well, to try out squash, you could go to any of the clubs. This is one of the main clubs, Barbados Squash Club. Pay the membership fee, and the club attendant will guide you through every step. You would get login information to butt the courts and everything. That's how you could try it. But if you want to do competitive squash, that's where you would come to the association, pay the association membership fee, and you get to enter tournaments for the entire year, and that's how you were able to make the national team.
Oh, wow. So is coaching offered as a member of the club?
Well, not as a member of the club, but you meet people because, as I said, it's a small sport as well. You meet the coaches. The coaches are usually here during the day. You meet the coaches. They would, there's obviously a fee to coaching, and you arrange your sessions, right? So it's as simple as it sounds.
Oh. Well, thank you for all that information, Jody. So what we can do now, because it's a Tryin Ah Ting, we can head to the court and we can see how good or bad I am at squash as a first-time player. So let me hit the court. One thing you know with squash is that the ball will be cold when you first start, so you gotta warm up the ball. So what do you do? All right. Right, so right now we just in the process of warming up this squash ball. As I would explain before, it's not a regular ball. You have to warm it up for it to become playable to play with. Oh shoot, that's good luck or something, so? The ball burst. Yeah, we beat the ball to burst, so it's time to get a replacement ball. So there's another warm up now. So the interesting thing is that I have to serve from this rectangle on the left side over to Jody's side. Until I get that done successfully, we can start playing. Gain some instructions here from a top hitter like Jody. She's real good for truth, you know. She ain't just a PRO. The pressure on because I put on camera, so it's time to see now if I can get this ball served successfully over into Jody's half. There we go. Alright, not too bad. Alright, now we start the game. Now we can play. So eventually I started to get a little feel for it, and I started to understand the ball movement and how to use the racket to hit the ball, and slowly start to get in there. And now the fun begins.
Oh, man. Oh, good sportsmanship. Well, I need some water. All right, Jody. So on a scale of Tryin Ah Ting to 10, what are you gonna give me?
For a beginner, I would give you a 5.
A 5?
5 out of 10.
I can work with that. I can work with that. So I get 2 points. So that's 5 out of 10 as a beginner. This Tryin Ah Ting.